Hi friends, this is Pastor Lucas Pin and this is your snack for the journey, and this week we're starting a new book. The goal here is every week we're going to study or at least fly by one of the books in the Bible. So during the week we're going to focus in one book and I will pick one verse per day or sometimes two verses per day, just to share with you something about the book, something about the story, and meditation, encouragement for you during this time. I know that for some of you it has been a very tough time, and I'd like to help you. I know that the word of the Lord is good and it's helpful during these times. And today we're going to start a new book. Is the book of Ruth. A beautiful short small book. If you just after Judge, the story is it happened during the book of Judge, during that time. So it was a time of convulsion, a time of stress and distress, and it was very tough because you had wars and we had people, you have famine, you have people coming, conquering, taking people as a slave, and then the war would stop, and then the judge would come and win, and then you can come back. And it was a tough period of time, and we can compare it a little bit with what we have today, what we're going through today. It looks like we're losing, we don't have control, we cannot do things, we cannot go places, and it's a very tough time. And the book of Ruth, it's a story that brings, it's like a flower in the middle of the desert, it's destruction, pain, despair all over the place, and then you have that little sparkle, that life and hope, redemption and friendship and commitment. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. So if you have time during this week, read the book. It's just 4 chapters, so it's not too long, but it's a beautiful story. So I'd like to share a few verses with you during this week that are important in the book of Ruth. The first one is right at the beginning. The first verse is, in the days when the judge Ruth, so that is the getting us in the setting up the place and the time. There was a famine in the land, and a man from Bethlehem in Judah, together with his wife and 2 sons, went to live for a while in the country of Moab. And that is the setting. The guy, it was a famine in the land, and the guy decided to go to the Moabites. So I don't know if you remember. If you don't know, they're descendants of Lot, the relative from Abraham, and they always had problem with that thing. But it seems that during that time it was not a big thing, so they went there. It was better for them to go there to Moab, but they were not kind of friendly. They are not kind of the best place to go. But comparing what was going on in Bethlehem, Moab looked better for Elimelech, that is the husband of Naomi. And it's let me share something very interesting. The word Bethlehem means the house of the bread. The house of the bread. And there was a famine in the land, in the house of the bread. The house of the bread. There was no bread in the house of the bread. And sometimes, do you ever feel like that or felt like that? That is, you got to a point in your life that what was supposed to be abundance, to be good, to be So you could have a lot and then suddenly you don't have anymore. On the land of the enemy, it looks better. You can have food in the land of the enemy. It's a tough situation, isn't it? It's a tough situation. When sometimes we feel that, yes, this place here was supposed to feed me. This place here was supposed to nurture me. This place here is supposed to edify me, to lift me up, to fill me. And they're not doing that anymore. And seems that the other land there, the land of the enemy, it has more to offer to me than this place. Sometimes we got to that point and we got to that situation, and it's so sad that we have to make those kind of decisions, and sometimes we make those decisions and it's not good. So whatever you're going through, and you're Bethlehem, and you're going through a famine in the house of the bread, and you're considering to move to another place, even if it is an enemy place, to find food for you, for your soul, for your heart. And it's a tough situation. And I hope the Lord will bless you, to help you during this week and during this time, and teach you and edify you during this time. This is our snack for the journey. God bless you.